So this is my lesson plan for assignment 2. So the first activity, which is the warm-up, which is just a warm-up, but it's done as a class activity, and it's only 5 minutes long. As a communicative, it's not that great because not every student will be able to participate. Some will. It's only 5 minutes long, so it's not that bad. But it does give them something that they should have already learned before, which is synonyms. And it should be recycled information as well as maybe a couple of new things. And then the next thing I have is where the students, they pair up and they get a worksheet, which is basically, the worksheet is just a little bit of reading, and then it asks again to find some of the synonyms for certain words. But they do it as a pair, and there's only one worksheet between the pair of them, so they do get some communicative learning out of it. So, and it is a little bit integrative. They do have to read as well as write, so that does contribute to it being a communicative lesson. All right, and then the body, I basically just pass out a handout, and I have the students work in a small group, and the teacher will just be there as a monitor. Hopefully that the students will be able to work it all out between themselves. And if they don't, of course, I'll be there to help them out and point out how things are. But as far as that goes, it is the sequencing. So hopefully they'll be able to teach each other and learn from one another through scaffolding and things like that, what's going on with the sequencing. And then after they learn about that amongst themselves, they'll end up watching a video, which does contribute to some listening. And it's Aesop and Son. It's an old Bullwinkle, and this is the video right there. And then they go into the other part of the body. In this part, instead of being in small groups, they'll split up into pairs. Basically, they'll write a summary about it. So there's a little bit of writing as well as talking about it because they are working in a pair. And after so many minutes, 12 minutes actually, they'll hand their paper over to another group, and then that other group will give feedback and review it and make suggestions. And then they'll look at it afterwards and give back. And in the last part of the class, they will just do actually they'll start their homework, which is basically they will write about what they did the past weekend, and hopefully they'll use some sequencing and some synonyms and that. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the lesson plan. All right.